Welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring a place where almost 1,000 years of history is carved into the Yorkshire landscape. Fountains Abbey and the Studley Royal Water Garden. Getting here is a breeze. It's tucked away just a few miles from Ripon, and there is a massive free car park right at the entrance. Tickets are around £20 for adults, but if you hold a National Trust membership, you can walk right in for free. Before we even hit the trail, the visitor centre here is brilliant. There's a fantastic gift shop and a restaurant. I highly recommend grabbing a hot coffee before you start your walk, especially if there is a bit of a chill in the Yorkshire air. As for the best time to visit, try to arrive right when the gates open at 10 a.m. Experiencing the morning mist lifting off the ruins before the crowds arrive is pure magic. As we leave the visitor centre and start our descent into the valley of the River Skell, you immediately feel the outside world fade away. And as you walk these wooded paths, keep your eyes on the undergrowth. You will almost certainly spot or hear these incredibly colourful locals. The ring-necked pheasants. Despite looking like they stepped out of a classic British oil painting, they actually aren't native to the UK. They were brought over from Asia centuries ago, likely by the Romans or Normans, and became the ultimate status symbol for grand country estates. Today, they roam completely wild here, adding a brilliant flash of copper and gold to the endless green. We are now crossing the Rustic Bridge. Notice how the landscape suddenly changes. We've stepped out of the untamed woods and straight into an 18th century masterpiece, the Studley Royal Water Garden. This entire paradise was the obsessive vision of one man, John Aislabie. Back in 1720, he was a powerful politician in London until he was expelled from Parliament following a catastrophic financial scandal known as the South Sea Bubble. Disgraced and exiled from high society, he retreated to this Yorkshire valley and poured his remaining fortune into sculpting this landscape. He designed these ornamental lakes and moon crescent ponds to act as perfect glassy mirrors. Right across the water sits the Temple of Piety. It is a flawless slice of classical Georgian architecture, built purely as a serene spot for Aislabie's wealthy guests to drink wine and admire the view. But Georgian gardens were all about theatre and manipulation. We are now walking into the Serpentine tunnel. It is dark, twisting and damp. Aislabie intentionally built this tunnel to disorient his guests, plunging them into darkness so that the bright, beautiful view on the other side would feel even more spectacular. Emerging from the tunnel, we climb higher up the steep valley walls, passing the Temple of Fame. We are heading toward a spot the Victorians famously called the Surprise View. As we approach the rustic wooden hut known as Anne Boleyn's seat, the dense trees suddenly part. And there it is. Aislabie deliberately framed this exact gap in the foliage so that the colossal, shattered ruins of Fountains Abbey would suddenly appear in the distance, acting as the ultimate romantic backdrop to his garden. Let's head down into the valley floor and walk through the abbey itself. Its story began in 1132, when 13 rebellious, fed-up monks fled St Mary's Abbey in York. They wanted a harsher, simpler life of extreme poverty and silence. They settled in this wild, unforgiving valley and joined the strict Cistercian order. Ironically, their vow of poverty didn't last. By mastering sheep farming and dominating the European wool trade, Fountains Abbey became an economic powerhouse and one of the wealthiest monasteries in all of England. The scale of this place is staggering. We are walking through the Cellarium, an enormous 300-foot-long vaulted stone corridor. This is where the lay brothers stored the immense wealth of food and supplies. Today, it's cold, echoing, and serves as a sanctuary for several species of bats. Looking up at the towering 160-foot Abbot Hubie's Tower, you can feel the absolute power this institution held. But it all came crashing down in 1539. King Henry VIII, desperate for money and total control, ordered the dissolution of the monasteries. The abbey was abruptly shut down, the monks were cast out, and the crown sold the estate. The new owners ruthlessly stripped the valuable lead from the roofs and shattered the stained glass, leaving behind the haunting, beautiful skeleton we are exploring today. Fountains Abbey is a rare place where raw medieval history, tragic ruin, and elegant landscape design exist in perfect harmony. If you are ever exploring Yorkshire, this is an absolute must-see. If you enjoyed walking through these 900-year-old ruins with me, please hit that like button, subscribe for more UK travel adventures, and let me know in the comments, what is your favourite historical site in the UK? See you in the next video.